Hello everybody and welcome to my show. My name is Sebastian Williams, aka Sebastian Lee from 813 Entertainment. In this episode, it will be the introduction of my custom Camry. Welcome everybody. In this episode I'll be talking about everything that has been done in the past few years and the future goals that I have for this car. This is a 2012 Toyota Camry SE V6 7th gen. I apologize for taking a long time for making this video, but I now am more financially stable, so I'm going to be doing a lot more things that I wanted to do to this car. Under the hood I have a 2GR FE engine, which is also commonly found in the Lotus Evora. I understand a lot of you out there are thinking, why would I want to customize your grandma's car? Yes, to be honest, it is not the best car and it is pretty heavy. However, I am tired of working on tons of Civics, FRSs, or even Mustangs. So why not try to work on a Toyota Camry? However, I wanted to prove that it can be done and it can be a well-built car. Alright, to start off with all the mods that I have done to my car, I have Retrofit HIDs with amber LEDs for my fog lights from Amazon. As for the front bumper, I kept it stock as much as possible except for the grille, which is just a cheap stainless steel grille plate that I plan on removing later. I have door edge moldings that match the car's paint and red at the very bottom of the side skirts. All of the windows, including the rear, are tinted at 15%. And the red pinstripes are installed by myself. Very easy to do. In the rear for the exhaust, I have OBX Universal Mufflers. More information on that later. I also had the same door edge molding from the bottom of the side skirts underneath the Toyota emblem, which also all emblems are painted black. Both of my rear taillights are lightly smoked. All the lights in the rear are upgraded with LEDs, which include the brakes, license plate, and reverse lights, and a tiny close-up of the OBX racing mufflers. Due to this Florida heat, all the paint on the emblems have been chipped away. However, I do plan on repainting all of the emblems later. All the wheels in my car are JNCs, model number 026, all white, size 18x9s with APR extended wheel studs for my open head red lug nugs. The tires are Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 4Ss. As you can see, the Fit Me gave me a really nice tuck. The rims are 1 inch wider than stock, which means I needed a slight fender roll on all 4 wheel wells. After a few trial and errors, I set the ride height to a perfect level where I don't rub my tires. All 4 wheels have brake disc and rotors from StopTech with red painted calipers. I'll have continuous B-roll running throughout the entire video. Most of my interior is mostly stock with slight modifications. I have a mount for my GoPro, and the rest of the car has a two-tone black and silver. All the seats are covered with leather and vinyl. I have my Giotto gear pistol mount with my Springfield XDM. Unfortunately, this is an automatic. They don't make manual no more since 2012, at least in the United States. I have my traction control, daytime running lights, and LED button switch, which I'll actually get into another episode with. All interior lights are LEDs. I have a high definition dash cam from Rexing. Two 12-inch subwoofers from MTX Audio. In the trunk behind my subwoofer, I have two amps, the Boss Audio R2400D that powers my subwoofers, and the JL Audio JX360s that power my tweeters and speakers in the front. With all the extra space that I have on the side of the trunk, I plan on gutting out my MTX Audio subwoofers and making custom boxes so I can have more room in the back to possibly put in an air suspension. But in the meanwhile, I do have my battery that's been relocated from the engine bay to the rear trunk. And you gotta have a cargo net when you're shopping for groceries. This Camry has a V6 engine. I previously had a 4-cylinder, but you could tell that the performance was like night and day. The battery was sitting at that empty space, which I actually plan on putting a turbo in the future. This strut bar was very easy to install from Megan Racing. Here's a closer look at how I ran my battery from my trunk to my engine bay. The wires are run from underneath the rear seat, under both rear and front door panels, and through the firewall, connecting to the pre-existing positive wire under my cool air intake. Moving my battery from the engine bay to the trunk created a lot of space to possibly install a turbo in the future. I'm going to be removing those brackets so that the downpipe can go straight to the exhaust. Moving this K and cool air intake will make optimal space. I'm very excited for this project. Stay in tune and watch more episodes of when that day will come. You can also see that there's plenty of space to add an intercooler as well. The suspension I'm using on this car are from BC Racing Coilovers. I've been having a lot of noise problems with these coilovers. I will be going into further detail about that at the end of the video, but in the meanwhile, I will be upgrading to a newer model or going air suspension. For my full exhaust, I have custom headers. All three of my catalytic converters have been removed. Custom piping with my OBX Universal Racing mufflers. All have been done by my performance shop in Tampa, and all major projects when it comes to performance will be done by these guys. Unfortunately, I do not have a video showing us on how they did it, just the end result. And here's a video of a cold start on how it sounds after everything has been done. If you live in the Tampa Bay area and you really like what they have done to my Camry's exhaust, then I recommend that you go check them out. They are a great shop and they work on a lot of cars, trucks, and motorcycles. They do a lot more than just exhaust work. The shop is called Proven Power of Tampa. I will leave a link in the description below so you can go ahead and check them out. I also have a short video of my Camry running on their dyno before my exhaust was done by them. I will leave a link in the description below for the full video. Alright everybody, the first episode is all done. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it. I showed you everything that I've done to my Toyota Camry and will be providing more episodes of any and all future projects that I will be doing. Don't forget to subscribe if you ever want to see those future videos. Also, leave me a comment of what you would like to see or if there's anything that I might have missed so I can mention it in the next video in further detail. If you have any negative opinions, then fuck off. Other than that, have a good day and I'll see you in the next episode. Alright, now this is the reason why I'm even changing my BC Coilovers to the newer version, and it's because of this sound right here every time I'm turning left or right. Now you can hear that every single time I'm driving and turning left and right, mostly, and the only time that this starts happening is like 30 minutes in. It doesn't happen when I turn on the car. When the car is cold and calm, it's not making any of that noise, but when I start driving it for a long period of time, probably around 30 minutes, get it all warmed up, that's when you start hearing it going, that creaking noise every time I'm turning left and right. So if you happen to know what it is because you had this common problem before, please leave a message below in the comment section and let me know what it is so I can possibly fix it myself.